What if the urge to control your schedule, your relationships, your future isn't a sign of strength, but of fear? What if control is the disguise fear wears when it doesn't feel safe? We think we're managing life, shaping destiny, making sure everything goes according to plan. But beneath that surface, there's anxiety, distrust, and the illusion that we must hold on or everything will fall apart. Today, we're going to peel back the layers of that illusion and discover how surrender, not control, is the true path to power. Welcome back to the channel. This is a space where we explore consciousness, emotion, and the deeper forces shaping our reality. In this episode, we'll explore why control often stems from unhealed fear, how it limits your spiritual evolution, and how releasing control can open you up to divine flow, authentic relationships, and inner peace. This isn't about giving up. It's about giving in, to trust, to life, and to your own higher wisdom. Let's begin. We grow up learning that control equals safety. We control our behavior to gain approval. We control our appearance to gain acceptance. We control our time, our words, our environment, so nothing unpredictable sneaks in. But here's the truth. Control is an illusion. The weather changes, people leave, plans fall apart. And no matter how tight your grip is, life unfolds in ways you can't foresee. The mind says, if I can just control it, I'll be okay. But the soul knows you'll be okay when you stop needing to control it. Control is not presence. Control is resistance. And what we resist, we empower. Because resistance feeds energy to what we fear. Let's expose the mask. Control is fear dressed as responsibility. You think you're being productive or careful, but often you're just managing anxiety. You micromanage a partner, not because you don't trust them, but because you don't trust you'll be okay if they leave. You plan every detail, not because you're efficient, but because uncertainty makes you feel unsafe. You fix everyone's problems, not because you're kind, but because their chaos triggers your own unresolved emotions. This is fear, and fear hides under the name of control, because fear is terrified of being seen. But when you see it clearly, it loses its power. Where does this fear come from? Almost always, childhood. As children, we have no real power. If the adults in our lives were unpredictable, emotionally unavailable, or unsafe, we developed control strategies to survive. We became perfectionists to earn love. We became caretakers to stay needed. We stayed quiet to avoid conflict. Control was our protection. But now, that armor is just a prison. What once kept us safe, now keeps us small. To heal, we must revisit those early wounds and ask, where did I first learn that life was unsafe unless I controlled it? The moment you answer that, your healing begins. Control doesn't come for free. It costs you spontaneity. It costs you joy. It costs you real connections. When you're always trying to manage outcomes, you're not in the moment. You're thinking ahead, bracing for loss, mentally editing reality. You stop trusting people. You stop trusting yourself. You live in your mind, but not in your heart. And perhaps most tragically, you block miracles. Because miracles can't arrive in a space that's already full of your own agenda. Let this sink in. Control is a closed hand. Trust is an open palm. Only one of them can receive. When you release control, something magical happens. You move from contraction to expansion, from force to flow, from survival mode to soul alignment. This isn't passive, it's deeply active, because trust takes courage. Surrender is not about doing nothing. It's about doing the right thing from the right state of being. When you surrender, you stop reacting and start responding. You stop fixing and start witnessing. You stop clutching and start co-creating. You align your energy with life itself. And life rises to meet you. Let's talk about control in relationships. Control says, don't leave me. Trust says, if you stay, let it be free. Control says, I need to fix them. Trust says, I trust their path, even if I don't understand it. When we control people, we rob them of their sovereignty. But when we trust them, we invite real intimacy. It's scary because love means vulnerability, and vulnerability means letting go of the outcome. But here's the paradox. Only when you stop controlling love do you finally experience true love. That's when it becomes sacred, unscripted, and alive. Letting go of control isn't something that happens all at once. It's a practice, a process. Here are a few ways to start. Number 1, breathe when you are triggered. When fear arises, pause. Inhale deeply. You are not your fear. You are the witness. Number 2, ask, what am I afraid would happen if I don't control this? You'll find that most fears are illusions, echoes from the past. Number 3, surrender small things first. Don't micromanage every task. Allow others to lead sometimes. Let a plan unfold organically. Number 4, trust your intuition. Your inner guidance is wiser than your conscious planning. Number 5, affirm. I am safe even when I do not control. I trust the unfolding of my life. I open to grace, not force. With every moment of surrender, your energy softens, and life flows more freely through you. Control is fear in disguise, but you are not your fear. You are a soul learning to trust again, to walk into the unknown with open hands, to meet life not as a battlefield, but as a dance. If this message resonated with you, let it settle into your heart, and the next time you feel the urge to control, pause, breathe, and remember, you were never meant to force life. You were meant to flow with it. Until next time, keep unfolding, keep trusting, and keep coming home to who you truly are. Thank you for watching.